Good morning, church. Again, it's good to be with you today, as always. Remember a couple days ago at the end of James chapter 2, James reminded us of the critical importance of combining works with our faith. Not that the works were saving us, but that from the overflow of our faith, we are compelled to labor on behalf of Christ, just as he commanded us to do. This is no different than when Jesus said, "Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and don't do what I tell you to do?" James is just reiterating that reality. And then chapter 3 has been focused on how. How do we engage in those works? So we watch what we say so our tongues are not a stumbling block. And now we have the importance of wisdom. We go way back to chapter 1. James says, if you lack wisdom, you should ask, because God loves to give and he gives generously to everybody who asks for it. And here's why we need wisdom, so that we can work according to the wisdom of God. But the wisdom from above is first pure, then peace-loving, gentle, compliant, full of mercy and good fruits, unwavering and without pretense. And the fruit of righteousness is sown in peace by those who cultivate peace, as opposed to those who work with bitter envy and selfish ambition. We remember and we're reminded that our Christian faith is always other-oriented. God saved me, and I'm so full of gratitude. I work for the good of others. God gives me blessings so that they can pass through me, pour through me, out into others who need them as well. Our faith is for the other person. Otherwise, we would just be translated up to heaven at the moment of our salvation. Rather, we're left here so that we can continue to make this good appeal to others, but not in our own strength, not in our own conduct, but in this wisdom that is from above, not earthly, sensual, demonic, but rather so that we can be peaceable people. Folks, we've all known people that are just divisive. They're unruly, they're unkind, they just are. They speak bitterly, they speak harshly, and even these are people who confess to be Christians. And we need to direct them back to James chapter 3 and say, look, this is the litmus for your conduct. This is how you conduct yourself, because we want to model Christ, not put a barrier in. Christians are often we're our own worst enemy for witnessing and reaching people for Christ because of how we conduct ourselves. So we want to say no more of that. We want what James is commanding us to have here today. So pray over that. God will give it. Don't forget, James already primed us for this. God will give it. We just have to ask. I love you, church. We'll talk to you soon again.